Hey guys, Luke from Fisherman's Warehouse here. We are on beautiful Clear Lake, California, testing out some baits from Whiplash Factory. It's a JDM company that Fisherman's Warehouse has recently brought into their stores. All of these baits are going to be available at all the Fisherman's Warehouse locations and online. For those of you that don't know Whiplash, they are a Japanese tackle company that has been around for over 32 years. So they've been around a long time doing this thing, and they make some awesome baits. We've got a handful of them here with us. One of the great things about them is they all come with owner components on them, so guaranteed to land the fish you're hooking on them, and they come with some premium paint finishes, so just really awesome looking baits that are guaranteed to get the bites, and then of course with those great treble hooks on them, you're going to get them into the boat. So these things, we've been catching some fish on them this week, and really excited to show you guys all this footage because it's been an absolute blast out here. Right here, I've got two of my favorites from Whiplash Factory. This one is the Swayword 16 in the sinking version, and then the Thunderbuck Ram, which is their jerk bait. These two baits both come in their exclusive USA colors, which of course are California Kokanee and then Clear Lake Hitch. These are probably two of my favorite colors that they make. They work everywhere, not just Clear Lake, not just on kokanee fisheries, but everywhere all across the country. The great thing about these, as we talked about earlier, they come with those owner hooks on there, premium paint finishes. You can see this one, I've caught a number of fish on this thing this week, and you can barely even see any hook crash or anything on it, so these things hold up great. And of course, like I said, both of these come in both of those exclusive colors, and they're just fish catching machines. We've got the Whiplash driving wire right here. This is one of their Topwater walking baits, and it's probably my favorite. It's a little bit of a bigger size. It's almost, 4+ inches. And one of the things I really like about this is when you're walking this bait and you stop it, it will sit really vertical in the water. So what that does is a lot of the times when those fish come up, a lot of fish on normal walking baits will kind of T-bone it, and they'll end up hitting a part of the bait that doesn't have a treble hook on it, and of course don't end up catching the fish. So with this thing sitting vertically, they come up, they grab that bottom treble hook, and you have almost 100% hookup ratios on this thing, and I really love that about the driving wire. Right here, I've got the Whiplash spitting wire, and like the name implies, this thing has a cupped mouth, so it throws a lot of water when you're walking this bait. Another really great feature about this, just like the driving wire, is it sits really vertical in the water, so when these fish come up to eat it, they're guaranteed to get those treble hooks. Anyways, a really great option for a more finesse walking bait, especially something if you do want a little bit more commotion on the top of the water with that spitting mouth. Right here, I've got the live wire. This is one of my favorite smaller walking baits, coming in around 3 to 4 inches long. It's an awesome finesse walking bait. And one of the great things about this is you can really work this bait super fast, and it almost has more of a snaking motion across the surface. So if you're trying to mimic bait fish that are, flying across the top of the water, something like a trout smolt or a salmon smolt, stuff like that, this bait is one of my go-tos for that. Another great thing is it sits really vertical in the water, so it gives the fish a great target for them to grab, and just an all-around fish catcher. So if you guys are looking for a finesse-sized topwater walking bait, look no further than the live wire. Right here, I've got the Flutter Wire. If you're looking for a hybrid topwater bait, this thing is everything you could ask for and more. So it's got a prop on the back, so you get a lot of that bubble trail, and then of course you've got a blade on the belly, so it's getting a little bit of flash, a little bit of metal sound when you're working this bait. So if you're looking for a really compact bait that's got it all going on, this thing is for you for sure. One of the things I've been doing this week, we're at Clear Lake, I'm throwing this up against the toolies, and it's a great bluegill or kind of panfish imitator because of its compact size, puts off a little bit of, a flare, some bubbles, all that stuff, and it drives these post-spawn fish absolutely wild. So if you're looking for a topwater bait, it's got it all going on, make sure you check out the Flutter Wire. Here is the Swayword 16. This is an awesome glide bait for you guys. So it comes in two different models. You have both the floating and the sinking version. So this week the floating has been super effective for me. I've been able to throw it up into the tule clumps, walk it back out of those things, and they're just coming out and smoking it. But the sinking version, another great one if you're targeting fish that are offshore, a little bit deeper, it can get down to them and be really effective for them. The other awesome thing about this bait is it's the perfect size to do just about everything. And I'm not just talking bass fishing everything, I mean other species. So a lot of the guys are throwing these for striper and catching some awesome fish on it. So if you're looking for a glide bait that can kind of do it all and has all the different options for you, make sure you check out the Swayword 16. Right here I've got the Thunderbuck Ram 107, and this is the Whiplash jerkbait for you guys. This is an awesome bait. It only comes in two different colors like we've talked about. It comes in that Clear Lake hitch, and then right here that California. Awesome color, by the way. But this is a really cool jerkbait. It dives all the way down to about 10 feet of water on 12-pound test, so you get quite a bit of depth out of it, surprisingly for the smaller bill size that you have on here. But the really cool thing about this bait that I really like is every time I notice I would rip this bait down, it would have a little bit of a post-movement action, if that makes sense. So once I was done with my rip and the bait was sitting still, it would still have a bit of wobble as it was moving through the water. It would just kind of continue pulsating right there. And that triggers a ton of extra bites for me. It's all about those subtle actions on there. So if you guys are looking for a jerkbait that is built tough, it's built for all different species, whether you're a bass fisherman or anything else on the planet, check out the Thunderbuck Ram. This thing gets the bites. Here are all of the baits in the overseas selection from Whiplash Factory. We have the Swayword 16, the Drive-In Wire, the Live Wire, the Spit-In Wire, and the Flutter Wire. These 5 baits all round out the overseas collection from Whiplash Factory. There are 8 awesome colors in the overseas selection. We have the Adayaka K2 Bass, Banded Minnow, Breeding Bluegill, Sawayaka Kanahira, Seraphic Clear OC, FB Pearl Silverwing, Matte Ghost Minnow, and Gizzard Shad. These are the 4 options you have available in the USA exclusive. So we have the sinking model on the Swayword 16 right here, and then we have the Thunderbuck Ram 107 jerkbait. Both of these are offered in the same colors, the California Kokanee right here and the Clear Lake hitch. These 4 baits were specifically designed for California fisheries, but as you can see, amazing colorways, great baits. They'll work all over the country. We just wrapped up 2 days of filming here on beautiful Clear Lake, California with the Whiplash crew, Tatsu and Ryuji, and we had an amazing time. We caught a ton of fish, and big thank you to Chad. He came out and helped boat for us this week, and it was just a blast. We caught fish on all the different Whiplash baits, the Swayword, all the Topwaters, the jerkbait, and got a lot of really cool footage. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you're looking for any of the Whiplash baits, make sure you check them out at Fisherman's Warehouse, and along with everything else you need for your next fishing adventure.